Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this video by The Stop. It's titled Marc Lamont Hill and Queenzflip almost fight after Flip calls Marc a sucker. What the hell? Listen, I don't check out this podcast a lot, but I have been meaning to tune in a bit more, and this definitely sparks my interest a bit, given that they got Marc riled up. That's wild. But this Flip dude, I don't like him. He's really annoying. So honestly, I am not surprised that him and Marc would get into it. I just feel like he's very belligerent and just annoyingly loud at times. So I can see him clashing with Marc. But yeah, let's see what happens with this situation and why they almost fall. Let's watch.
Because you said that, I take that as disrespectful.
Too. There's a lot of you said it. We take disrespectful before the.
It's not that you said I take disrespectful. Look, Imani, I'm not potting. I'm not potting.
Oh.
Are we talking to me? No, every time you get mad, you talk like that. They not. No, you told me you sucker. That's the same shit.
No, y'all can talk outside. No, y'all.
I'm talking to the outside.
You're not.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Marc was
Marc
mad.
and Flip almost fight. That's right. These were the two cast members Joe Budden was alluding to almost fighting Friday night. Yes, on Friday night of last week, Joe Budden would go on Spaces and say two cast members almost came to blows.
Two of our castmates almost fought. Do you want to pay-per-view it, or do you want to just put it out?
If that really happened, I really think
Look, you wouldn't know, right? You need to have a blast.
it's true. And if
having a
you do have
slice.
that, hold on, if that really did happen.
And after that, many thought he was engaging in content over everything tactics. But from today's episode, we can see that wasn't the case. So this whole Marc versus Flip situation has been brewing over the last few months, with the two of them fighting for control of the show. It's almost like a reconciliation of Joe Budden's past and Joe
Okay,
Budden's.
because yeah, I was thinking like, are they putting on for the cameras? Is this fake? But if it's been building for months, I can see it finally getting out of hand. It might be real.
Future. And one side you have Flip, the antic-driven man who's able to entertain in an empty room. On the other side, you have Marc Lamont Hill, the professor who can take conversations to the next level. Over the last few weeks, it really started to reach a fever pitch with exchanges like this.
Have you ever thought about getting at the top?
Yo, it's
No, that's what you got brought here for.
Nah, we all
You
here to talk about the
got
topics.
brought here for to talk to you, to run your mouth so they can look at you.
Oh.
Too many people talking.
Marc and Flip.
No,
You about to fry me up.
No, I'm not frying you. It's too many people talking. I'm not gonna talk over.
So we'll all be quiet. What topic do you want to talk about?
Okay, this is what I don't like about this nigga. I feel like he comes across very childish and just unnecessarily extra. It's like, calm down. Like, why are you doing all of this?
Fry me up.
No, I'm not frying you. It's too many people talking. I'm not gonna talk over.
So we'll all be quiet. What topic do you want to talk about?
Nothing.
But today it would boil
But you want a
over.
podcast.
Let's outline what exactly led up to this moment. Now, as with all escalations, things start to begin with a little simmer. The joke that set this all off really was Marc's joke about Imani taking a short in the last negotiation.
How about you, Imani? Outside of the last contract negotiation.
And then this is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I took a short. Wait, what did he say?
That is what Flip is referring to as Marc sneak dissing.
You
I love
always
y'all.
do sneaky.
Why are you even arguing with him based on what he said to the next nigga? Let him say something if he offended. Why are you offended on his behalf? I don't like him.
It is not sneaky. I'm talking to you. You're not listening.
Then Flip says he's a team player.
Listen, pay attention, Mark. I need you to hear me. I'm a team player, so.
But Marc is like, whoa. He responds with incredulous questioning, like, you really think you a team player?
You think so?
Of course I am.
You really think so?
I am.
You really think you're a team player?
And as a watcher of the show, and as anybody else watching the show, everyone knows Flip is not a team player. That is one of
He don't
Flip's
seem like
tactics.
it.
He pays lip service to certain themes he wants out there about him. He is far from a team player. He has fought almost everyone on the show, and he has been the reason for some of the most egregious acts of unprofessionalism that has ever occurred.
I would
on
not
the
doubt
show.
it.
Then
That makes
Marc
sense.
follows up by
Based on just the limited clips that I've seen of him, and I've watched a few podcasts of them with him on it, and just based on some of the things that he says, I'm just like, oh my god. So I can see that.
Letting the chopper go.
Flip was explaining how he's a team player.
Of course.
Like you are good, you're generous, you welcome new people, you don't get insecure, you don't fight for space.
I mean, this guy was saying a lot of stuff, and I think it was just getting there slowly but surely. And Flip follows up with his own disagreement about the assertion that he is not a team player.
I mean, if my man cut to me like, yo, hey, I gotta put out more. I need you to.
These niggas on the side look so bored. They are so bored of this. They just don't want to be involved, and they're over it.
Take a seat. I'm going to.
Flip then kind of unknowingly reveals he quit on the show, outlining that he has already made an impact.
I'm in my own world. I know what I already did. I know what I'm here to do. You can make all the faces you want to over there too, both of y'all. I know what I'm here to do.
Essentially trying to explain the way he's been behaving on the show as of late. Many have noticed he's been disengaged. He hasn't really been taking part in conversations, still arriving late. And it's important to also remember this conversation is happening all under the specter of Melissa Ford's absence. Well, not absence, she's no longer on the show. Could Flip's antics have led to Melissa Ford's exit and this blow up from Mark? Then Flip reveals that
what? They got rid of Melissa Ford? Wait, I did see another girl, but I feel like I saw a clip of her before. I think she's been on the podcast before, so I just was assuming that she was there as a guest. Did she take Melissa's spot? That's crazy.
Joe might have told Flip to fall back in life.
What happened?
Edition. Now, I don't know if that really happened, but that just looks like the subtext of this conversation. Jaywan, who happens to be there, also does a great job of pointing out that Flip, with this back and forth, was insinuating he would take a pay cut for the rest of the team, and then asked Mark directly if he would take a pay cut so other members of the staff could receive greater pay or the same pay. And Imani even takes it further and asks Mark if he would take a pay cut for anyone up there. But Mark says not everyone should get paid the same on the show, and says some people deserve to make less. Now, I think these comments ruffled some feathers, not just from Flip, but I even think Ish and Ice might have looked at this funny. And it also harkens back to the conversation that they had about Hot 97 and how if certain members of the team that have, more leverage in the workplace, if they say other people are messing up, is that bad on that coworker?
Is it, if you work at a job and you have influence and power, but you're not the boss, is it f***ed up to try to get somebody fired?
Yes. If they don't mean you any physical harm or you don't feel threatened by them in a real way, I think you taking food off another man's table.
Then Mark almost makes a joke that sets Flip off.
Mark up here to be the smart.
And they bring you to be the funny.
If saying you couldn't possibly.
He doesn't go all the way, but Flip knows that Mark was about to say a joke that was diabolical, and he starts to pump his chest up.
Let's talk about it.
Saying that Mark always tries to suck up to the rest of the cast. Well, really Joe Budden and Ian, I suspect.
It's like a new kid that tried to suck him to a boss. He got to try to point flaws on everybody else.
And Mark follows back by saying he's the one that's always sucking up to Joe.
I know you're not talking. Come on. I'll never say. When we talk about everything Joe said, yes, Mom. Is it funny? Do you cry about Joe?
And I must say that, yes, it's true. Flip always is trying to argue. Like, he'll argue with Joe, but he's always constantly seeking approval from him as well. Flip counters by saying he does it on the show, but that Mark backbites behind the scenes and tries to manipulate.
But I don't do that behind the scenes and try to backbite and talk about.
Neither do I.
That's essentially saying that Mark is a snake. Now, I believe this is where Mark started to get really angry and upset. I don't think he likes the perception of him being some type of, Machiavellian figure that is a puppet master and betrays people behind the scenes. He don't want that out there. Not saying that that's what he does, but he don't even want that narrative out there. And Flip planted that seed, and now people are going to be running with that narrative moving forward. That's just how narratives go. Mark then starts to get really upset because this insinuation was made, imploring Flip to clear up if he actually thinks that he does that.
No, don't put that down in the air like I do that.
First, Flip says he doesn't do that.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Thank you, because I don't want people, because people will hear that and think I do that.
But then he says he don't know if Mark do that.
Well, I don't know if you do it.
So he's playing word semantics there. Mark follows up saying that he's gonna keep Flip's secrets And they then get into some back and forth about what that may mean, with Flip saying Mark likes to use tricky words, and Mark saying those words that he uses are only tricking to him. Obviously, an insult to Flip's intelligence. But I wonder what Mark means by secrets. What type of secrets? Is it the secrets that Flip has been saying on air about family life not being well? Is it secrets about, Flip being late? Flip.
Or probably them cheating. I feel like all these niggas cheat. I'm gonna head out. It seems like we have gravitated a bit from the fighting talk, and that's what I mainly cared about. But based on the episode that I have seen, just based on a lot of the things that they say, a lot of jokes that they make, it just comes across that they all be cheating on their women, their wives, or whatever. I mean, they just like blatantly say certain shit where I'm just like, my man said that. I'll be like, the fuck? So maybe that's the secret that he referred to. I don't know. I don't know these people's business at all, but this is a bit interesting. It makes me want to tune in on a regular basis to get the tea if there's drama brewing. But then it makes me think like, wait, was that the intention? Is this a setup? Is this fake? I don't know. You just got to be skeptical sometimes with these people. But, I mean, it did seem like a genuine interaction, honestly. He seemed like he was irritated, Mark especially. And he's like, I'm not pie. This ain't for the show. Like, he pissing me off. Come on, let's go outside. So, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. But what do y'all think, though? See y'all the next time. Bye.